What's up, family? What's up? This is Jamarcus Lee, the host of Me, Myself, and Podcast. I am so excited for you guys to be joining us tonight. Hey, tune in. Let us know where you're watching from. I am so excited to be doing this today. This is actually our first complete live all the way. I am so excited about what's going to be happening today. I got a couple of special guests I'm going to bring in. So the first guest, y'all already know. It's going to be JaMarhi. So without further ado, let me go ahead and bring him in. I am so excited. I'm so excited, excuse me, to have him in here. JaMarhi, what's up, man?
What's up? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Can you hear
Hey,
me?
yeah, we live.
Dang, so this really happening.
Yeah, we are really here. I am so excited, nervous at the same time. Again, this is going to be our first live all together. And for those of you guys that don't know, JaMarhi is actually the producer of the show on the back end. So I'm super excited to have him join. It's going to be a great time. So without further ado, we got another guest coming in. Let's go ahead and bring him in. It's my boy E. E, what's up, fam?
E.
What's up, man? He's muted right now. We currently can't hear you. I think he can hear us, but we can't hear him. Yeah, we can't hear you, E. All right, well, you work on that. So,
All right, let's try that.
oh, there we go. He's in the building. He's in the.
All right. Hey, I had to change my camera around so you guys can see me and hear me.
What's up, man? How we doing?
Man, you know what? Everything is good, bro. We just progressing as usual.
Man,
Busy. Kids
hey,
running me up the wall. You know how we do.
hey, I understand. I understand, guys. I am so excited for today. It's going to be really good. Like y'all were literally my first two show guests that we pre-recorded, and now we're live, and we're all here together. Like I am so excited. My mother says hi, mother. How are you doing? How are you doing? We got Mel tuning in. She's excited. We got the whole
What up,
family
Mel?
here. It's gonna be good. So, based off the last conversations we had, let's start with JaMarhi. What's been going on, man? How's the deliverance been going? What's been going new? And then we'll jump to you, E.
It's been crazy, man. Like honestly, like I've been taken so many places. I just recently came back from New Mexico. Uh, Going out there, hanging out with another ministry. Jesus Hub is finally launching. If y'all don't know, that's the name of my ministry, Jesus Hub. So we are getting ready to be launching. Our website's basically done. We already have launching hubs basically in the Phoenix Valley area. We're looking at Tucson right now, also Payson, and then it looks like we're also going to be launching in Modesto, California.
But
So before we
Modesto,
even really
California.
launch, like yeah, before we even really launch, like God is like taking the ministry to like places before we even getting done. Before we even getting there. So it's just been like a crazy like past couple of weeks since the last time I've been on here.
Man, that's crazy. The amount of growth that is happening before it even launches, which is always a blessing. And I know it's going to be a lot, but I know the team prepared for it. I'm also a part of it, so I'm excited to see what's been going on. Eric, what's been going on with you, man? How's the family?
Man, family is man. They doing fantastic, bro. You know, not we ain't in multiple states or nothing like Jamari over here getting it in, man. But As usual, the mentorship is taking a turn for the better, and people have started reaching out and they want to hear, just some wisdom and from a young person. I feel like a lot of the people that we minister to are a lot younger. They're saved couples, they're not saved couples, they're LGBTQ couples, and really they just want to know God, and so God has really put me in a position where I can still be me, still be hood, still be holy, and bring some people to Christ. And so that's been amazing. The YouTube videos, we posted a couple more videos, so make sure you check it out. Faith, Family, and Fitness. The book, we definitely doing a relaunch for the book, Overcomer. And then we also, amazingly enough, are getting ready to work on a series right now. I can't give too many details because the
A
wife will get on my head
series.
about it. But just know it's going to be the best words of wisdom for each generation. It's going to be so powerful. Speaking of generations,
What's up, man?
Hi, Daddy.
so we do.
say
So
hi
we.
to the people. Say hi, people.
Hi, people.
Hey, so you're starting a whole series. This is gonna be like podcast based, YouTube based. Like what are we doing? How's it? How can we get connected to this new series that's about to drop?
Man, what we're getting ready to do actually is we're going to be relaunching our podcast, Teach Me, Don't Tell Me. And that's where a lot of this wisdom has spawned from. And what we're going to end up doing is using those series, and we're going to start introducing words of wisdom and different lessons that maybe we could have learned before we got to high school, before we got to college, before we got to, the military and marriage and kids, that really would have benefited us to be like, yo, let me take a second and think about this. Let me get these lessons down and get them in first before I get to the test. And so I feel like the same thing we got to do, when we're studying for a test in school, we have to study and get prepared for these tests of life, and vice versa. Some of our older generation refuses to give back, and they refuse to learn something new, as far as technology and social networks and things like that. And so it's going to be a huge eye opener. A lot of people are going to be upset, but hopefully it'll be a blessing, because once you get through that pride, then you can learn something. And so we're going to have a good time.
I'm excited to see it. We're definitely gonna have you back on the show so we can talk about it. JaMarhi, let me ask you a question while we're here. From where you are now, what is probably the best advice that you could give to someone that's about to cross over into adulthood, that you've taken, that you wish you would have learned before you hit adulthood?
Stay at your mama's house as long as possible. Stay at your mama's house, because then you ain't got no bills.
Yeah.
You ain't got no rent. You got no electricity. You ain't got nothing. Oh man. Oh, that is so key. Hey, no lie. There's sometimes I wish I just stayed at
Amen.
my mama's house because I was living rent free. I could have bands in my pocket. I could have been out
We
there
all could have been
shopping, but
balling.
no, man. No, honestly, yes. Honestly, man, like if you need that time, like don't be so it's such in a rush to go out and live life on your own. Like, yes, there are some times where you just want to step out. But man, if like your family's offering you, like, hey, I want you can stay here, like if you're especially if you're doing like interstate like college or something, you can stay here, you can live here rent free, and you just get yourself set, because how you start like is basically how far you can get in life. I basically started 10 yards back because I chose to do things that would set me back, and so now I'm trying to catch up from the stuff that I did. But honestly, that would be my advice. Like literally, I wish I could go back to not paying rent anymore. I wish I could go back to like not having to have electric bills and car. Yeah, I
You
wish
better
I could go
preach.
back to that. But I'm glad that even in this, what my mom instilled, you know, what my mom instilled in me, that I can, that I am where I am today. So stay at your mama's house as long as you can.
You, I'm going to agree. Stay at your
Stay
mama's
at
house.
your mama's house.
Stay at your and what I wish I knew before I got old was about when I got my first job to sign up for a 401k, because I feel like I could have almost retired if I would have knew what a 401k
Absolutely.
was, because I didn't know what it was. Funny story. Let me tell you how it happened.
And
So
how to use it.
yeah, and how to use it. My first time doing a 401k was at my last job. It was a bank job, and they automatically enrolled us in it. And I'm like, okay, I don't know what this is. I just know they're taking money from me every week, and I don't know where it's going. So I'm on the company website clicking at different stuff, and I'm like, 401k. Let's check this out. I open it. I see the balance. I'm like, whose money is this? Whose money is this? Like, is it mine? Like, can I just pull it out? Because I'm like, well, that's a couple zeros. Because I had been there for what, almost 4 years, not knowing it was there. And I'm like, oh, this is
Yeah.
nice. And what I did, because I was still young, I immediately took it out and I blew it all. Just blew it. Because I'm like, oh, this is my money. And then I later found out tax season, here I am paying taxes on it. And I'm like, I'm
Yes.
like, I'm like, what? I'm like, why didn't no one like sit me down and explain what a 401k is and the benefits it could have on us? Because if I would have saved that now, we all would be somewhere else different. You know, if I eat, we all eat. So Eric, what about you? Like, what advice could you
That's how we
give?
do it.
What advice would you wish you had?
Man, the number one advice I wish I would have had was experience life before it punched you in the face. Now, what do I mean by that?
Mm.
What I mean is, we have yet to travel outside the country. We have yet to really just go backpacking for a month and a half with no worries, no concerns, and just experience life in the deepest ways. Even our spirituality, we have those times where we have our devotional moments, but when you are a spouse, when you are a parent, when you are an employee, it really almost cuts you down to a certain timing and a certain time frame. You can't just worship all day if you wanted to. You got bills to pay, you got people to watch, and you got thousands to take on dates and all that stuff. And I just wish that I would have been told, Eric, take your little KFC money and go fly to California this weekend. Take your little KFC money and go fly to Florida. Go go hunting for a week. Go shoot off some. Go get you a gun.
Do
Just
something.
anything like that, just to get me more prepared to be an adult. Hey, take this because everybody frowns on paying for leadership and seminars and motivational speeches. Take some of that money and go invest in yourself, in your mental health. Have a few counseling sessions. You know,
Uh,
those just bettering yourself prior to life forcing you to would have been great.
I agree. And Miss Kim is on here. She had commented. She had said hello, everybody. Miss Kim is a certified therapist, which I think is so cool because there's not a lot of therapists with our skin color in there. So I am so excited she's on, and I think she can also attest that as a therapist, she probably sees a lot of people who should have been in therapy when they were younger. Who shouldn't have waited to the last minute to do it. So I think
Absolutely.
it's a really good thing to go to therapy. And I think especially as black men, it's almost frowned upon to go to a therapist or to even talk about your feelings. So I feel once we continue to break that stigmatism,
Come
like,
on.
it's okay to talk to somebody. Just because you talk to somebody don't mean you crazy. It don't mean you not saved. It don't mean you ain't got the Holy Ghost. Like, I just need to go talk to somebody. And I feel like once we can start having that conversation and breaking it
Absolutely.
down, a lot of men, especially black men, a lot of men will be able to raise better sons than what they raised because they were able to
Absolutely.
have that outlet
Come
without
on.
being shut down.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's good. But flip the subjects here. So we're doing a family check-in. So let's just check in on all the families here. So my family, we are still doing great. I'm kind of jealous. My wife is going to Hawaii in I think maybe 14, 15 days. I'm just I'm excited for her to get the break, but I'm also jealous because I haven't been to Hawaii. She's going with a group of friends, and I'm stuck on dad duty. So if y'all don't see a podcast show that week, just know I was on daddy duty and couldn't handle it. But I do like now as we're getting older that we are able to
Hey,
travel
I'm gonna be
more.
praying for you, bro.
Hey, I'm gonna need it. I'll have JaMarhi there with me. He's gonna come through and help me out. My mama's laughing. She don't know yet, but I'm gonna call on her. I may just drop him off and be like, I need a break. I need a real break. But so, and Eric, you were talking about traveling at a young age. I think it is, people find it so funny when I tell them the first time I went to California, I was 24, I want to say. I had never been out of Arizona unless it was to Utah on my home state, but I had never been to California. And I'm like, what reason is there to go to California? I'm like, I don't like sand. But when I tell you, the first time I went to the beach, I was hooked. I'm like, day trips every day, all day. That was me. So like, JaMarhi, when was the first time you traveled outside of Utah, like by yourself to like another state?
I think it was Jossie, actually, my wife Jossie. We were, I don't know, I think we were maybe like just a little bit out of high school. She took me to California, and like, of course, we've never been our whole childhood. So, like, literally, like, she took me, and I was hooked. I'm not gonna lie, I was like, I want to move out here. And then I saw them prices in California of what they charging, and I was like, nah, I'll stay here in Arizona.
Had
So,
to humble yourself.
um, doing that, yeah, no, it was travel. Yeah, no. But I will say this, like, me and my wife have challenged ourselves because we ain't got no kids. So it's that no kid life. So we basically said, every month we're gonna make it an opportunity to travel somewhere this year, like no matter what, or do something new this year. So, like, when I tell you, I have been traveling so much. Like, we've been to Vegas, we've been to Maryland, we've been to New York, like, and now we're in New Jersey, and now we're heading over to well, we're going to Payson with our couples thing, and then next month we're going back to Vegas, and then in October we're going to Austin because she's taking me to see my Texas Longhorns. So, like, we
Whack.
have really taken a hold of, like, no kid life. We can just jump
Take your
up
trip, baby.
in
Take
a
your
plane
trip.
when we want to and leave and not have to worry about it. So, yeah, like, this whole traveling season is like literally me. 2021 is like traveling season.
It's your travel season. It's your travel. E, what about you? When's the first time you traveled out of state?
You know what? Actually, the first time I traveled out of state was in seventh grade. We did
What?
a 2 day driving trip to Chicago to meet like my mom's side of the family because I'm Puerto Rican. So everybody in Chicago was Puerto Rican, real ghetto, real thug. And so we went out there to meet them, and it was amazing. And it really allowed. It was my first hatred for driving long distances. I can't do it. I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy.
Free,
If I can
free.
fly, absolutely, I will
Come
be
on now.
flying. You hear me?
Come on.
Um, and so it really allowed me to see, like, man, there's really a ton of stuff out here that we need to do. Not that I want to do, but like, there's so much culture to experience. There's so many different people to meet, events that you can go to. It's like, man, we have to do something. We have to get out there.
Yeah, I feel it. Like we call it the crew. We have literally like travel buddies that we travel with whenever we go somewhere. It's me, my wife, JaMarhi, his wife, my friend Chris, and his wife Crystal. And the funny thing is that we've known Chris since high school, but our wives barely met
Yeah.
maybe about 2 or 3 years ago. And when I say they are the best of friends now,
At their wedding,
at
Chris's
Chris's
wedding.
you're right, at Chris's wedding, They met at Chris's wedding
Oh
because
man.
it was on JaMarhi's wife's birthday. And so it's like, oh, I got a wedding on my birthday.
21st birthday.
Yeah, 21st. See, but I think it was prophetic because the Holmes had an open bar, so they knew she was coming. They knew she was coming.
It was prophetic.
Yeah, and like ever since then, like we have done
Hey, where was
so.
this first miracle performed at?
Yeah, yes. And like ever since then, we have traveled so many places. We've done Flagstaff, Vegas, Pace. We're about to go to Payson, going to Vegas again. Once the Delta variant calmed down and COVID calmed down, we are going on a cruise all together, but not until it calmed down because the way things is escalating now, I need to make sure when I pay, I'm really going. You know, I don't need no falsifying this.
Yeah.
I need to make sure I'm going. But it's just
I know
nice.
that's right.
Yeah, it's just nice to have friends that you can literally send out, yo, we going on this day, book your tickets, and it's like boom boom, we there, you know, what time we meeting up to leave out. It's just really good to have, like, in this season, it has been very good to have friends that you can depend on and that you know will be there and just do the most random stuff with you. We just had, what was your mark? Like 3 weeks ago, we had a sleepover at their house just because, and woke up and all worked together. That's literally all we did. He got together and slept over at Chris's house. And that's all we did. Just acting like big kids. It's just nice to have that in your life, you know, that you can still have that. It's just really cool to have.
See, and I think the amazing thing about that is when you have people that have that interconnected relationship, it's very personal, it's very intimate. You really have people that you can pour into and that can pour into you. I remember our season. We got to get back to it, man. Uh,
Yeah.
when we first moved to Phoenix, man, y'all was like the go-to because we didn't know nobody, we didn't know nothing, we didn't have no car, bro. So when I tell y'all, we spent whole days
Whole
together,
day
whole days together. And when
doing
I tell you
nothing.
that really helped us to get engaged, doing absolutely nothing, bro. Eating Mama Hazel's food. That's what we did.
Literally.
We used to be over there all the time, and then don't forget about Pie Wednesdays. That was a staple of the group. We used to have pie after a Bible study
Oh
every
man,
Wednesday.
Every Wednesday.
Pie Wednesdays, bro.
Denny's like knew we was coming in rolling deep.
We on the horse.
That's what I mean. On the horse. On the horse. And
We on the horse.
we would be out there. Literally acting like we on Need for Speed trying to get there. Man, it was good times. It was
Doing
really
our
good
thing,
times.
ain't caring about nothing.
Nothing. We were like, let me
It
get
got
a
so much to the point we had our own server. They knew we was coming.
knew we was coming. Like, let me get an apple juice and an apple pie, and that's it. That's it. I mean, like, I got you this. I got your drink on Wednesday. Don't worry about it. Yeah, you did cheesecake because you didn't like it. You didn't like pie, which is weird, but I mean, cheesecake cool. Yeah,
Yeah, that whole time was like huge. Like that whole time was just like huge. I mean, that's when like we were all still like younger, so we were growing up in the ministry. Like we kind of really all grew up together. Like I mean, it was like when I tell you like we were such a tight knit group, and then like to see where we are to where we now like we're all kind of grown up, even though we're all like older. But it was like to see everybody's like now like flourishing and where God has them, and just seeing that we're all prosperous. And I told my wife we still holding on to that word that Bishop Bullock gave all of us at the Bible study because he said we're gonna be rich by 30. So we holding on to that word, Bishop Bullock.
I got 4 more years to work. No, what? I'm 20. Yeah, I got 4 more years of working. I got four more years. That's it. 4 more years, and the prophet said I'm gonna be rich.
Look, let's make it count, man.
Yeah, let's make it count. Hey, shout out to Virginia. She's my lovely
Your
wife.
wife is on here.
Yeah, see, hello, baby. How you doing? She's just beautiful, y'all. She's just so beautiful. Give it up to my wife. Give her a hand clap. My wife, she's beautiful. She is.
Clap.
Thank you. She is the best thing that has happened to me. I love and appreciate her. She does so much for us and holds it down. But speaking of my wife, let me ask you guys. Oh, go ahead. See, my mom says she received it. See. So if Mama received it, then we all receive it. You know, start from the head and flow down.
Amen. Amen.
Yeah. So my mom says I can start working in 4 years.
4 years. Like, mom knows. I already told mom once I get rich, she ain't never picking up, never typing at a computer. She gonna be living somewhere on the Bahamas.
On the Bahamas. She gonna be in her grass skirt on the beach, chilling. Okay, so swift subject here. Let me ask you guys. So now with COVID supposed to be gone, and now we're moving into the Delta variant. How are you guys feeling about it all? Like, how do you guys feel? Because to me, I feel like in the next maybe month and a half, we're gonna go back into complete shutdown mode. I feel like we're kind of just amping that up. What do you guys think of that? Do you guys think we're going to go into it, or are we going to kind of just coast through this Delta and kind of just get through it?
Man, to be honest, I'm ready for another shutdown. I'm ready. I'm ready to be locked up at the crib. Okay, I'm done. I'm done with it all. I just want to pray and eat. That's all I want to do.
You in your secret place. Praying. JaMarhi, what about you? You think we got a shutdown coming, or what do you think?
No, we probably do, but for me, I can't. You know, I'm launching hubs in other states, so I'm like, I can't afford for it to shut down.
You gonna launch?
No, seriously, guys. When I tell you, like, back from like the beginning when I talked about my ministry, back when I talked about my ministry, like, I'm literally like being asked to come to like New Mexico. I'm being asked to come to help do a conference in Milwaukee, where at the Fiserv Arena where the Bucks play. So it's like, I can't afford for this to shut down because everywhere I'm going is like out of state.
You just we gonna do satellite Jesus hubs. It's gonna be a satellite campus. We ain't gotta meet in person. Go get Jesus over the airwaves. You know.
Satellite campus.
Yeah, we got satellite campuses. But yeah, man, I'm so excited for what's to come and our future. And like I told you, both of you guys, I love seeing the growth between us all, like, and the people that we grew up with. Like, it's to see where you guys started and now where you guys are going. It's been great, and I think we're only going to get, better as time like goes on. I think it's gonna be really good. I'm so excited.
Hey, it's all about perfecting every day. Perfecting,
I'm glad to see you.
Building them skills.
Yep. What are you saying, JaMarhi?
Yeah, I'm glad to see like your podcast, bro. Like, we only done like 10, but dude, like, from where we are from the beginning with our just first episode until now, like, it's blowing up. Like, literally, it's blowing up. And so I can't wait till I bring my whole crew on here, man, and we just gonna have a good time.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. It's really gonna be good. And that's why I always say this podcast is gonna be about any and everything positive, because I feel like in the world we live in today, there's not enough positivity going around. So someone has to be there, like, no matter what, I'm going to look at the glass half full. I still see that God's able and that he can do it, that we can really get through this. Like, I feel like someone has to be that light. And I'm like, well, why not me? Why not me? Why can't it be me? So I'm excited. I want to thank you guys for what's it called? Coming on. It's always a pleasure with the family. It's always a pleasure. Uh
You already know, man. Look, hey, they already got a the Sky is Falling podcast, so we got to do something different.
right. Okay, so what we're gonna switch gears now. Eric, thank you for joining on. JaMarhi, I'm gonna keep you on. We gonna go ahead and give our
Hey,
announcements
God
out.
bless and never let the devil stress.
About our business that we will be partaking in. I think now is the best time to release it. So I'm excited. You ready to tell them? You think they should know now, or should we wait?
All right, making moves out here.
I don't know. I think you should tell him. I think you should tell him.
You think they ready? I don't
Yeah,
know.
they're ready.
They ready? Okay. You want to tell them? Or you want me to tell them?
You could tell him.
You tell them? Okay. So, guys, I'm so excited to officially announce Inherit Branding Studios. We are launching Inherit Branding Studios. It is going to be crazy. I'm so excited. Me and JaMarhi will be working hand in hand in our brand new studio. It's actually where I'm broadcasting from, is our studio. So we want to let you guys know, if you guys have content that you guys want to get out to the public, whether it be a podcast, music, conference, live streams, whatever it is that you guys want to do, we are here to help you do that. We have state-of-the-art equipment in here for you to be able to come in and do what you need. And the best part about it is we will even distribute that for you. Right now, my personal podcast, we have it on YouTube, Facebook, iTunes, and Spotify. So we are getting the message out literally to everybody. So I am so excited to announce that. JaMarhi, do you have anything else to add? I'm just so excited.
No. As Mom said, multiple streams of income. We it's been prophesied over both of us that we have multiple streams of income. So my thing is like when I eat, everybody else eats. So
Mm-hmm.
just know that we are definitely putting all of our heart and soul into this, and um, there's other voices that need to be heard. There's a lot of voices that have been sitting in the background, and a lot of people, we've been hearing the same voice, and I feel like God's saying it's time for fresh voices. It's time for fresh words. It's time for fresh
Yeah.
anointing. So, um, if you feel like God's really like calling you out to share about whatever He's placed on you, your content or anything like that, then come to Inherent Branding Studios, and we'll help you get the word out. Because like I said, there's enough people out here that someone can grab on to what you're saying.
Someone. And what I want you to know is that you don't have to have a title, you don't have to have a position. All you need is your voice to be able to be heard. And we will definitely do what we can to make sure that your voice is heard everywhere that it needs to be. I'm so excited for this new venture. So if you have content or something that you want to get across, send us a message either to our personal page or to the podcast page. Let us know what you want to work on and what you want to launch, and we can get details together and definitely help you out with that. I'm so excited for this. JaMarhi, I want to thank you again. What's it called? For coming on. I definitely appreciate it. You always my day one. I love you, man. It's family. Yeah, man. I
No,
definitely.
it's awesome. It's awesome to do this with you, man. And honestly, like it's crazy, like where we came from like just two twins that used to dress alike in elementary school by force,
By
and
force.
then
And now we do it by
used to not
accident.
dress alike. Yeah, no, we used to not dress alike, but we would wear the same clothes. It was just different days. Then we went to high school, and mom finally let us like be our own be our own person. To now, we're grown up. We have wives. You have kids. So and we all are just doing our thing. So it's crazy to see like where God's brought us, man. But I can't wait. This is like This is only the beginning.
Yeah, I'm excited, man. Thank you again for coming on. Again, I'll see you for our next recording because you're producing it. So, so I'll see you
Bye.
again, man. Thanks for joining in. Hey guys, hey, I want to thank you guys again for tuning into the show. Again, this is JaMarcus with Me, Myself, and Podcast, where we talk about any and everything positive. I want you to know that God loves you. He will never forsake you. He will never put more on you than you can bear. We'll see you next week. Thanks for coming.